Let's have a little tiny bitsy little chat. What am I saying? Anyway, okay, so basically, what was I gonna talk about? This is actually getting serious. I don't remember. Hold on. Take a moment and just think about all the problems you think you have. No. Let's not say you think you have. Let's think about all the problems you say you have, okay? So, oh my god, I'm broke. People are not that nice with me. Oh my god, I don't have enough. Oh my god, I'm fat. I don't know. Problems, okay? I think people hate me. I think there's something wrong with me. Like, oh my god, I don't have enough confidence. Oh my god, I've been constipated for too long. Getting too far. But you get it, okay? Or maybe you don't just yet. But the problems you say you have, okay? We're not gonna say you pretend to have, but the problems you say you have are 99% of the time not even real. Okay, I'm not saying that there's problems that are worthy of seeking attention for, but 99 of those other problems are not even actual legitimate problems. They're not like problems, like actual problems that are probably gonna affect you. Again, I'm not talking about real problems, solid problems. I'm talking about those 99 other problems that you say you have, but that you don't actually have. And you know what I say, why I say that? It's because 99% of the time, everything we might say we have a problem with is what our brain is telling us. You're having problems with only you and yourself. Like, everything you might say is an issue has been made up in your head. It's not actually real. You're just hurting yourself, your inner peace, because you're listening to your thoughts and what your brain is telling you. But you do realize that your brain is always trying to trick you or is always trying to protect you over things that are not actually worthy of, you know? Like, for example, let's talk about, like, I don't know, people that are anxious, right? So for example, if you go in a big crowd, right, and then they all stare at you, your brain is gonna signal you like, oh my god, I'm in such big danger, I should leave, because if I don't leave, something bad is gonna happen. See? And then after, you're gonna blame your anxiety because of it. But if you start fighting that anxiety, you're gonna get less and less of it. I'm not saying that it's easy, but the more you decide to fight over those thoughts that are not true, you will be able to achieve more. Okay? And you will have a happier life because you're gonna be able to push yourself much more to what you're uncomfortable doing. And at the end of the day, it's really important to understand that in life, to have a good, entertaining, happy life, you need to push yourself. But if you keep on having those problems and keep on believing those problems, you will not be able to have that. So you have to fight those thoughts and those beliefs that are not real, because your brain is always there to trick you and to protect you over things that are not actually true. We usually, what the hell? Ooh, you, what the hell? I got scared over. um, and when you try to solve problems, you realize that it's almost like impossible if you don't, because you always agree with those thoughts. But as soon as you start disagreeing with them, you're gonna start like just getting rid of it quicker. But the more you agree with the thoughts that are gonna be in your brain, the more it's likely for that problem to stay with you, right? That's why it's like, it helps so much to talk your problems out to someone, or even just to just talk it out loud, because it's gonna make you like just get it out and understand the situation so that you can actually solve it in a good way. because the more you keep it in, the more the problem is going to stay, and you need to get rid of the problem, or else the problem is just going to make you keep being in that situation, that bad situation, but that situation is only in your brain if the problem is not an actual problem. For example, like if you're saying like, oh, you know, I'm broke, like honestly, you might be broke. I'm not saying the opposite, but you do know that there's ways for you to not be broke anymore, but your thoughts keep on like repeating, oh my god, I'm broke, you know, and it's not gonna do anything. Like just thinking about it is not gonna do anything. Like just do something to get it over with. Don't always like be in your thoughts, because your thoughts are gonna do you wrong. Okay, you need to go out and try to do something to fix that problem, instead of just keeping it in you and just like letting it eat you up, you know. I'm not saying that it's easy, but do something about it. Don't just be a baby about it and then complain. That's not good. Like, okay, problems are real. There are real problems, okay? But I'm talking about those problems that you can fix, but that you refuse to fix, not intentionally, but because of this. Okay? So my point is 99% of the problems we might think we have are all made up. And if we didn't have this little part of our brain that was responsible of just protecting us in that manner, then we wouldn't really be in the situation you might be in. Did I even finish my sentence? Remember, whenever you have this negative thought that might turn into a problem, stop it from being a problem by trying to solve it. Do something about it. Don't keep it in there, because the more you keep it in there, the more your brain is gonna manipulate it. So just keep that in your brain, because the more you keep something in that head, the more it's gonna stick to it, the more your brain is gonna be able to play with it and trick it and put more fuel to it, more problems. It's not gonna get fixed unless you know there's a problem and you know you have to do something about it. Again, don't take this message the wrong way. So be aware that your head can be your biggest enemy if you don't use it properly, or can be your biggest enemy if you don't train it properly. So start training your head, your brain, everything properly, for it to process information properly and in the right way and manner. So I hope you understood what I'm really trying to say and what I'm really trying to put out there. Again, real problems do exist, but those side problems might not even be problems. So fix that and get rid of them, or they will eat you up.